Hi boys and girls, it's time for us to do another phonics lesson today to dig into that English language and figure out why it's so tricky and then not let it trick us anymore. Today we're going to go over a couple of sounds that we've been practicing, and then we are going to do a practice dictation so that you can get that focus on what I'm saying, tapping it out, and writing it on paper ready so that tomorrow when we do our dictation that I'm going to take a look at, you're ready for it. Okay, so the first sounds that I want to focus on today are those R-controlled vowels. We talked about those a lot last week, but we haven't talked much about them this week. And I've written down a little chart that looks like this. Think to yourself, why do you think that I kind of spaced it out the way that I did? Why would the ER, IR, and UR vowel teams be in one column, in one color, and the AR and OR vowel teams be in a second column in a second color? I bet you're thinking what I'm thinking. ER, IR, and UR all say that sound. They make the same noise, so they go together. AR and OR each have their own sounds, so they deserve to go in a second column. Let's say the sounds together with the sound words. Okay, listen to me, and then it'll be your turn. AR, car, R. AR, car, R. Good. OR, horn, or. OR, horn, or. Good. ER, her, ER, her, IR, bird, IR, bird, UR, burn, UR, burn, Great job, you guys. Y'all are really getting that down pat. Okay, the next sounds that I'd like for us to practice are those vowel teams. So you can maybe see a pattern right now. We've got our controlled vowels and our vowel teams. We won't go over all of them. We'll just go over the first 3 rows today to save time. We've talked in detail about the long A sound. Remember that A with the line over it says the long A sound? A-I, bait, A. A-I, bait, A. Good job. A-Y, play, A. A-Y, play, A. Good job. Then there are 3 common vowel teams that make the long E sound. E-E, jeep, E. E-E, jeep, E. E-A, eat, E. E-A, eat, E. E-Y, key, E. E-Y, key, E. Good job. And the next row that we're going to go over, and we're going to kind of focus on that today, is the oi sound. Everybody say oi. Oi. Good job. It's kind of a famous little sound that goes in Australia. I don't know why they do this, but it's kind of like for their sports teams and things, because in Australia they have a lot of teams that compete nationally. And so they'll say, Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. And that's always what I think about when I see that O-I and O-Y. So go with me on this one. O-I, coin, oi. O-I, coin, oi. Good job. O-Y, boy, oi. O-Y, boy, oi. Very good. All right, you guys did great with that. Now, do you remember the glued sounds that we talked about that were kind of rule breakers? The ones that we used that say long vowel sounds even though they're closed syllables? Okay, good. I'm looking for my list of those right now. Here they are, and we'll go over these as well. These are the single vowels that go with consonants that would make normally a closed vowel sound, a closed consonant short vowel sound, but these are closed syllables that break the rule. So you would write an X over them if you were writing them out. O-L-D, cold, old. O-L-D, cold, old. Good. I-L-D, wild, isled. I-L-D, wild, isled. I-N-D, kind, ind. I-N-D, kind, ind. O-L-T, colt, olt. O-L-T, colt, olt. And O-S-T, post, oast. O-S-T, post, oast. You guys did a great job with that. All right, so get your language arts notebooks out and ready. And I'm going to start to do a dictation where I say the sounds or I say the letters and you write them down. Now this is going to be for practice, so we're going to kind of sound things out, tap them out together, and at the very end I'll show you, and y'all can put a pause on it and y'all can check all your work if you need to. Okay, the first sound, I'm going to give you 4 sounds. I'm going to give you 4 sounds, and I want you to write the letters or the letter teams or the different ways you can spell those sounds, because some of these sounds have more than one way to spell, so you've got to listen carefully, okay? The first sound is K. We practice this one all year. K. What letters or letter groupings or different letters make that K sound? Write it on your paper now in neat handwriting. Write all of them if there's more than one. Okay, good. The next sound that I want you to write down is the sound ank. Ank. All right. The third sound is the sound ung. Ung. And then the final sound, listen carefully because you may need to write more than one way here. The final sound is What letters make the sound Good. Okay, move down to that next line, and I'm going to give you 4 words that all have glued sounds. Okay, these are 4 different words that all have glued sounds, so make sure you're writing them neatly, and that when you tap them out, and I'll help you, you break it into the sounds and you do those glued sounds together so you remember how many letters are in them. All right, the first word is fold, like you need to fold the laundry. Fold. Tap it out with me. Old, fold. Old, fold. Good. The second word is the word grind. Grind. You need to grind the grain into wheat. Grind. 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 The third word is flunk. The third word is flunk, as in, I hope you don't flunk this practice. Not possible. It's not for a grade. Okay. Sound it out. Flunk, flunk. Flunk, flunk. Good job. And the next and final word that you're going to practice that you can tap out is the word branch. Branch. Watch out for that branch on the tree. Okay, let's tap it out together. Branch. 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 Okay, next I'm going to give you 2 trick words. Okay, these cannot be tapped out. You just have to remember them. They've been lasered in our heads. We danced them out yesterday, so hopefully you can remember how to high, tall, small, and fall letters. All right, I gave you a trick for this one yesterday, and it's one you've been practicing since kindergarten. So write the word where. Where. Where did I put my secret stash of chocolate? Where? Think about the clue I gave you. What hidden word is inside the word where that tells you about a location? Hope that made some of you go, oh yeah. Okay? And then the second word is done. Done. Remember, this is tricky because it has like a trick vowel sound in it. After this word, we'll do one sentence and you will be done. Okay. When you're finished writing that last word, I want you to put your pencils down and get ready to listen carefully because I'm going to give you a sentence and it's a pretty long one, okay? Give you a minute more, just a few more seconds to finish up those words. All right, the first time that I say this sentence, I want your eyes to be closed and your hands to be still in your lap. Because when I'm saying it, I want you to try to imagine what I'm saying, like make a movie in your head about what I'm saying so that you can watch and see and hear the story that goes along with this sentence. It's important that you know what's happening so you can remember it because I'm only going to say the sentence 3 times. Okay? So close your eyes. Get ready to make a movie in your head. The sentence says, the men think they will find gold on this trip. That's pretty exciting, isn't it? Okay, you may open your eyes, but I do not want you to write yet. I want you to hear it and repeat it in your mind after me. The men think they will find gold on this trip. Okay, go ahead and start writing it. All right, I'm going to say it one more time for you, and I'm going to give you a little bit of time to write it. So if you need help with it, stop and listen. The men think they will find gold on this trip. Remember, capital letters and punctuation for all sentences. That's a kindergarten standard. Okay, Miss Redmond, if they need a little bit more time, pause here because I'm about to give the answers. We're going to go over them together and then you can pause them and they can check their work if they need to, okay? All right, the answers are here. Check your work. The first sound that I said was the k sound. K can be spelled 3 ways. K, C, or CK. Remember with that CK always being at the end or maybe the middle like in chicken. Yeah. The second sound was ank. A-N-K, bank, ank, ank. That's kind of a tricky one, isn't it? The third sound was ung. U-N-G, lung, ung, ung. And the final sound had 3 different spellings. It was that E-R-I-R-U-R, U-R. So it's E-R-I-R or U-R. All spell Okay, now the practice words that we did that you could tap out were fold, like you need to fold the laundry. Fold, fold. Then the word was grind, like grinding the hay into wheat or oats into wheat. I don't know. Grind. Good. The third word was flunk. Flunk, as in not pass. Flunk, flunk. And the final word was branch. It had a digraph and a glued sound in it and a blend. B-r-and-ch, branch. Good job. The 2 trick words were where, and remember, H-E-R-E is in where, if you mean like where are you? Where's your destination? Where is your location? Here you are. Where. And then done, D-O-N-E, was our second trick word. Finally, the sentence said, the men think, I-N-K, pink ink, they will find, I-N-D, kind, gold, O-L-D, cold old, on this trip. There were lots of glued sounds in that sentence. The men think they will find gold on this trip. All right, you guys, Another great job. Have a great